Hello guys, let's get right into it. So today we're going to do a front-end codility test, the React like and dislike buttons. I did this test 2 days ago and unfortunately I wasn't able to complete it in time. It made me realize that I actually needed to go back to my React basics and polish on some aspects of the library, hence the video today. So first of all, I'm going to show you an example of what it should look like. So when I click the button adds one, removes it, increases the number of dislike counts. Once I click this again, it will decrease the number of dislike counts and add the number of likes. So this question has 3 elements to it, hence this notepad. The first part is when you click a button and none of them is active, the button increases its count by 1 and is highlighted. When you click a button that is active, then it becomes inactive and decreases by 1. The third one is when you click a button when the opposite button is active, the clicked button increases by 1 and becomes active, while the other one becomes inactive and decreases by 1. One example was if I click the like button, let's do it. If I click dislike, the first one is they're both empty, so I click this one, it increases by 1. The second one, I click on it, when it was active, it decreases by 1. If that one is active, and then I click the like, the dislikes decrease by 1, while the likes increase by 1. I believe you have seen all the use cases. With that, I believe that we could get into the code base. So I already imported React from React and created a function that will be exported. In my index.js, I could just make it up4. It's going to import this up4. So the first thing, we're going to create another div and put the buttons in there. So in here, we're going to span the thumb up and the thumb down. These are the icons that we saw earlier that show the thumb up and thumb down for like and dislike respectively. We have the button there, the span. Okay, everything is set. Next thing we're going to do is add the class names. So I'll add, let's say, container. So it will be the button container. And the buttons, button and both of them. I'm putting the backticks because we're going to render different CSS class names, so we'll render them eventually. With that, I think we could get into our app.css. So the first thing we're going to do is to import our font Poppins from Google Fonts. We'll just search for Poppins and then embed code, and then come here to import. Just copy this part, no need for the style because we'll put it in our CSS. Well, everything is, so the first one was container, so is the style for the container dot cont, and then we'll go to the button container. Here's the CSS of the button container, and then let's create one for the button. With this, you could now add the CSS for the like button. The color will be, you can choose any that you want to. Then in the span, it can have also its class name. Yes. So with that, you can now create the states. So you could have one for the likes. Let's import your state here. 25. And also let's import app.css. And then that, you can have a current, which is going to determine the active button. It's going to be empty as we start. You can create a function that is going to toggle between the like and dislike button, which will take in a parameter. We could call it car. We'll remain that way for now. And here we could have likes, the number of likes, and here the number of dislikes. That's where the span came in, so that you can have a margin, right? 5 pixels. So here now, last name in a button, that is. So on click, the button should run the toggle function. It will take in like, and this on click, it take in dislike. And for the class name, since it's going to be rendered depending on the state of current, so if current like, the name like button, else you can just take this part and put it here. And we have that, we will now go to creating this function toggle button so that it can have the functionality that we need. Let's see how it looks first. At the moment, this is how it looks. Let's edit it a little bit more. I could add a bit, you want to create a space between the two buttons. So change it. Let me change it to 15 pixels. Yeah, that's much better. If we get to the functionality, let's work on this thumb up and thumb down. We're going to use the material icons. And so the first thing we're going to do is to copy this link here where Google Fonts and put it in our HTML. I think I already did that. So you can just come to material icons guide and let's click it and go to using via Google Fonts and copy that link. And once you're done with that, search material icons, specifically icons, and then come here to icons and search for thumbs. Then you get the web, click the thumbs up down and come to the web side on your right pane, go down to static fonts and copy this link too. I've already done that. I think it's in my index.html. I'll show you where to put it. So once you've done that, you can come and copy this class material symbols outline. That is what we need. So you can see I already have my material icons link and material symbols outline link. So when I come to this app.jx, in the span, that is where we had this span, exactly as it is here. Span material symbols outline thumbs up and down. Thumbs up and thumbs down icons have been displayed, and when you click it, nothing is working. So that, let's get to the functionality. So with that, I think we can now start on the functionality of the toggle button. The first thing was when you click a button, when none is active, and the button increases its count by 1. So that means that no button is active and current is empty. So we check for that state first, if current is empty. So now we're going to check if car will be like or dislike. So we're going to increase the likes, so set likes, and we're going to update our current to be like, and else if set the dislikes. Yeah. Yeah, so I think we've covered the first use case here. So we thought, I believe that they used the first scope of the question has been answered. Now let's go to the second, whereby if the active button, which is our current, is the same that is passed in this toggle button car. So let's check on that. Else, if current equals, the first we're going to check is if it's like, and current is also equal to like, and we're going to reduce the likes by 1 and change the current state to, it's going to be empty. And then we could also just copy this. So now we finished 2 of our functionality problems. Let's go to the third one, which was if you click the like button when the dislike button is the active button, the dislike button reduces by 1 and the like button increases by 1, and vice versa. So we're going to check if current is the opposite of what is being passed here, the current being passed there. So we're going to check if like is the same as dislike, and if that is true, the first thing we're going to do is to decrease the number of likes. And then we'll increase the number of dislikes. And then once that is done, because we're switching now from like to dislike, set our current as dislike. And then you can copy that and put it. Yes, with that, let me comment on the explanation. This is the first one. Click button when none is active. That's why it's going to be empty initially. And then if we click the like, you can see here that on click the like button will pass the like string. And when you click the dislike, it's going to pass the dislike string. So that is what is coming in here. Okay. And then the second is if you click the button that is active, click the active button, and that's why we are checking if current is equals to the parameter being passed in there, and the same here, and then we're decreasing it. Now once you decrease it, means that there's no button that is active, so set current to empty. And the third one will be when you click the opposite button. So when you click the opposite button, if it was like initially, then to become dislike. So decrease the number of likes, increase the number of dislikes, and the state, the current will be dislike. And then it's going to be the opposite. If the clicked button is like and the current one is dislike, so we'll decrease the dislikes, increase the likes, and set current to like. So with that, let's check and see how it looks as the output. So here, yes, so there's an error that I admit here, so it should be previous likes, and then previous likes, and then the dislikes, and the previous dislikes. Since the count was dislike, that means that the likes are going to increase by 1, and the dislikes are going to increase by 1. So let it compile. So it has compiled, and here we are. You can see we're taking 1, 100, 1, 26, 25, 26. So you can see it's working as we wanted it to work. And maybe if you ever get this question in an interview, you actually pass it and do not end up wasting as much time as I did overthinking the question and having not understood the React basics as I should. So thank you very much, and have a nice week. Thank you.